Hello everyone and welcome to another video, and today I'll rank every legendary yokai up to Yokai Watch 3. This does include Treasure, Pioneer and Merican legends, otherwise this video would be way too short. I really like the concept of legendary yokai, having to befriend 8 other yokai to unlock them and truly feel legendary. The Pioneer and Merican legends introduced in 3 feel a little less special as they're basically just daily yokai, which are much easier to obtain. And Treasure legends are just handed to you through clue at certain Blaster's T dungeons, which doesn't really make them any less special than other Blaster's T exclusive yokai. I don't even know what makes them legendary, as having good stats doesn't automatically mean legendary. Anyway, one more thing. I'm trying out a new editing style with no background footage, so let me know what you prefer. With that out of the way, let's get into the ranking. Number 31, the Boracle. You'll start to see a trend with some of the treasure legends being ranked low. Anyway, the Boracle I thought was the most forgettable of them, don't worry, I didn't even know his name. I didn't forget it, I just straight up never heard his name. Anyway, his design is okay, but nothing special. I may have a bias against Treasure Legends as I don't have much Blaster's T experience. Number 30 is Comic Genius. Kinda hard to forget he exists when he's literally in the opening. I just don't really like his design. He's above Boracle because I at least know his name and remember he exists. 29 is Rampaja. Once again, I forgot he existed and didn't even know his name. Unlike the Boracle, he actually has a pretty cool design. King Deadwood is number 28. Cool design, problem, I forgot he existed and didn't know his name. Really like his design though. Yet another treasure legend at 27 is Sarcophagus. Like Comic Genius, he's also in the opening, so kinda hard to forget he exists. I do much prefer his design over the ones below him, and when he uses his ultimate, he opens up and reveals a zombie mummy thing inside, which I think is cool. The last treasure legend for now, we have Pandora at 26. Another from the opening. I think she has a cute design and not much else to say other than she's the most memorable of these bottom yokai, and I actually knew her name. Well, I knew Comic Genius and Sarcophagus, but I forgot them. My least favourite American legend, Flash T Cash at number 25. Not a huge fan of his design. It's just like if you took supersized Gramps and made him rich. I don't think he's bad, though from here onward it's yokai that I think are decent and I at least remember their existence. 24 is Gabby. I think she's fine, though as much as Gabby fits her, I feel like we are robbed of her Japanese name, Princess Speech, which works even better in English, so that detracts a few points. Gentlemutt is 23. I think he's alright, definitely the most forgettable American legend. When I list them in my head, he's usually the last one I think of. Teducator at number 22. He's okay, and definitely the most mid-legendary, but not bad. Now we're getting to the Pioneer legends with number 21, Starwind. I do actually quite like all 3 Pioneer legends, and Starwind happens to be my least favourite, well they were all quite close. 20 is Columbicat. I like him better than Starwind as I like the anime episode where he started off as Kitty Lumbus. Kinda weird how they weren't actually related anyway in the game. Number 19 is T Energy Sun. Most iconic of the 3 Pioneer legends, literally appearing in the Mystery Solved cutscene, which is what puts him higher. He also just slightly prefers design over the others, though I'm not a huge fan of the mistranslated skill. At 18 we have Princess Pearl, finally getting onto the medallium legends. I might have a bias against the Yokai Watch 3 medallium legends, as the originally are just way too iconic, but that doesn't mean I think they're bad. I do quite like Princess Pearl, but I just like the others better, and from here onward, it's legendaries that I actually like. The Tempura legend, Ashura, is 17. I think he has a really cool design, I just like others better, but I do really like him. 16 is Recuperate. Don't like his design as much as Princess Pearl or Ashura, but he's up this high because of his skill in Blaster's T, which lets you get more clue facts. Now you could just use treasure pests like I do, because I barely have any legendaries, but Treasure Pest is very weak, whereas Recuperate, obviously being a legendary, is very strong. Basset Nyan is number 15. One of the treasure legends I actually like. It's Jibanyan but Bastet. I mean, it's kinda hard to make Jibanyan bad. Not like that. I mean, not a good design. Oh, okay, you got me there. Now we're on to the ones I really like. Starting with 14, Platinos. You know how much I like Leones, so I'm mostly gonna like Platinos. Not a huge fan of the afro. I do think it adds to his design and charm. Who's at number 13? Well, you should be asking why, as Wyvern King is number 13. I love Wyvern King's design. He's really cool looking. I just like the ones above more, as the remaining medallium legends are all very iconic, and the remaining merican legends are all based off these yokai that I like. The final treasure legend, we have Coma Nubis at number 12. It's a Coma, what's not to like? I know he ranked last place on my Coma ranking list, but since I found out he's a legendary, he would be several places higher. Unfortunately, not last, but instead 11th, we have the last Nyanmarai. Really cool looking design, I love Shogun Yan. What stops him from being higher is just his fur colour. Yes, I'm being that nitpicky, these are all good designs, I don't know. The top 10. Just barely making the top 10 is City Liquor. I already like Slurpin, and City Liquor is basically just Slurpin, but with a city on top and a more starry design. If you take a yokai I like and change a few things about it, the likely thing is I'm gonna like it. My least favourite of the OG 8, we have Poofessor at number 9. I do still like him. I like him in the anime, and in Yokai Watch 3 in that one chapter. Also, did you know, Poofessor is the most recurring legendary in the anime? Did you also know that his Japanese name is a combination of Demon of Vast Knowledge and Poop Bear? Did you also know that his design name is based on Winnie the Pooh, and that Yokai Watch 1 is actually... Anyway, the Komasan taxi scene is also funny, I guess. Dantoodle is number 8. I don't think many people use him over Schmoopy, Pinky Poo, Cupistol or Casanova as a popularity yokai, but I still like him, just not as much as the ones above. Now we're getting to the ones I really like, starting with number 7, one they actually have in both 2 and 3, Spoilerina. I really like how she spoils her own existence, and the yokai need to unlock her. She is one of the most iconic legendary yokai, and I also find her powers of spoiling things quite funny, though it would suck in real life. Speaking of, number 1 is show. And moving on, number 6 is Slurpin. I'm really close to getting him into blasters. I just need Eiler, which is really annoying because he's never there. Okay, edit. Whilst editing this video, I decided to, do some Cranky Kai and blasters, and I got Eiler, so that's good. I finally have my first legendary in blasters, Slurpin, so that's fun. Anyway, I really like Slurpin's design and think he's really cool. Number 5, one of, if not the best healer, Elder Bloom. Never actually had him, but he seems amazing, and I have played with Elder Bloom players and blasters, and his skill of reviving people faster is really good, and he has a decent strength stat, so he can attack as well. A great yokai I unfortunately don't have. Keeping on the theme of the ones I don't have, Gilgaros at number 4. Always thought he was cool, and during the Yokai Watch 1 days, I was amazed that you could befriend an Oni and really wanted him. And I still do really want him, because my Cranky Kai luck is very bad. Though, the other day, no joke, I was playing 2, and got the Noko turning the grey capsule into a gold or black capsule 3 times in a row. These top 3 are among my favourite yokai, starting with number 3, Coma Star. I finally got him since the Coma ranking video, and is now a proud member of my team, though very underleveled. I talk more about him in my Coma ranking video, but I absolutely love him. A predictable one if you watched my Coma ranking video, at number 2 is Coma Shura. I gave him the slight edge due to more experience with him, as I have him in 1. I just love these 2 yokai. I even drew them using their ultimates. I'm not an artist and mainly like to draw for fun, so they're not very good, but I do think they're alright. Who could I possibly like more than Komashura and Komastar? Well, it's none other than number 1, Shogun, Ultimate Ring-Shaped Cake-Sharing Splitter. That was really bad. Oh well. Shogun I have in all 3 main games, so I have the most experience with him. He has a cool design and is a really good yokai. In 2 he's really good in competitive along with Snartle and Sergeant Burley, and I used him in both my Cat Cradle and Boss Rush Volcanoes teams, due to his skill which increases crits, and pair him up with a Devourer Soul and you have an attacking monster on your team. He's not as good in 3, but I still like him there. That's all for the video. As usual, like and sub if you liked the video, and comment your favourite legendary. Also, thanks so much for 100 views on the Coma ranking video. It means a lot. I didn't mention it in the last video because it was already recorded and edited. Yeah, this video is way shorter than I expected, especially since there's more things to rank than both the Coma ranking video and the Yokai Watch 1 boss ranking video. But it really is, I'm just not very good at describing why I like things. More just like, oh yeah, I think he's cool, or oh yeah, I just like the other ones better, so yeah, anyway. Yeah, another thing, as well as 300 views on the Coma ranking video, I've also managed to gain 10 subscribers somehow. Thanks so much to everyone who's subbed. Even if you're not subbed, just watching the videos is fine enough. But yeah, so didn't even think I'd get 1 sub, let alone 10, all within like the span of a couple days, so yeah, thank you so much for that. Not much else to say, so I'll see you in the next one.